Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. On today's video I have this Mercedes B-Class. This is 2006. This is a B150 W245 chassis, and I'm gonna be changing the spark plugs in it. So the spark plugs in this car are sitting down there. So I'm just gonna show you. I have one of the leads out already, this one here. Let's put that light there, and you have the other leads for the plugs, one there and another one there, and just another one on the other side. Now you can reach this from here, but it is sometimes a bit difficult to pull them out. It's really hard to pull them out, actually. They're really tight in there. Whatever that plug is supposed to be, right, it's in there. So it's pretty much reachable. You can get and grab the lead there, the tension lead. You can grab it and pull it out. You need to pull really hard. So the thing is, I've already pulled them out, but I didn't pull them out just like that with my hand. I'm gonna show you what I did, if it helps you pull them out. So I have to get the car up, and I actually use, I'm not sure, there might be a special tool for this that you can hook on the sides and get them out. Otherwise you have to be quite strong, have a good hold of that and pull it out. But the way I did it is basically using this bar here from underneath. So obviously that the other problem is, if you haven't got enough room underneath to put a bar like this, that could be a problem, unless you use one that is half of this one. I just found it a little bit easier to do with the longer one. So I'll show you what I did from underneath, just in case you decide to tackle the plugs. Otherwise, like I said, from up here you have access. You just have to get in there and get a good grip and pull them out. You don't want to pull from the cable, from the electrical. You don't want to pull from this bit. You want to hold the metal bit and pull it out. So I'm just going to push them in a little bit, show you what I did. Okay, looking at the car from underneath here, I'm just shining the light here to the spark plug lead, to the high tension lead just there. A little bit, you can just about see it there. And the other ones are also around. So there's another one, there's one there, there is one there, and then there is one on that end, which again, even I can't see it, but it's just there. So what did I do? I got this bar here, I got it up there against. So I'm gonna try to get, hang on. Okay, so you can see the lead there, and I put my tool just there and pushed it out like so. Just like that. So that is basically what I did. Got it into this hole and just on that point there where the lead is, and there is that raised bit on the lead against the this part here of the engine block, or where the exhaust is bolted on, and just wiggle that, get some leverage there and pull it out. And I did the same for all of them. So I've got it in there, got it in there, and with this one it's a little bit more tricky, but still had room, enough room to get it in there and push that lead out. So all the leads are just literally plugged in, but they get really tight, as I mentioned before. So either you're really strong and you can pull it out, or you are not and you need to use other means of pulling those leads out. So this looks a bit savage, but you can just gently push them out. So now I can get the car down, and I'm actually going to remove the plugs from the top. And actually, before I carry on, these are the plugs I'm going to be using: NGK R BKR6EZB. Again, if you have a slightly different engine or different capacity or whatnot, you may need slightly different plugs. So these are the ones that I have for this one. These are not platinum plugs, and that's the tool that fits them. This is an M10 that is made for spark plugs, and an M10, it's potentially, I think it's a size, let me just check here. So it fits this socket, which is a size 16 mil. So that there is a 16 mil socket. It's just that it's made for spark plugs, because it's got a little rubber in there that holds the plug when you pull it out and whatnot, even though this one's missing, to be fair. So I could potentially be using that, but I already have one of these, so why not use it? So 16 mil socket, deep socket obviously, or better get that. So having said that, let's get the car down and do that. Okay, here we are. So now we can pull this. If you manage to get your leads out, pull them out. And they're actually written on there. It says number 3 here. It says number 4 there. If you look at the leads, they are numbered. So this one is number 2 and number 1. And then okay, so you may be able to get an idea of what I'm doing. Just removing the plugs now. And from what I've noticed, actually, even though it's not written in the service history, it looks like these plugs have actually been replaced. They don't look that worn out, and they seem to be in good condition. However, since I've already started the process of removing them, I will change them anyway, just in case. I've got 4 new ones here. But basically, I've got another 2 to remove in there. You can pretty much see what I'm doing. I'm using this ratchet here. It's quite a good ratchet. It extends and it goes short, and also you can move the head back and forth to the angle that you need it. So that really helps a lot, especially in areas like that where you need different angles. So well worth it. This is made by Worth, and a good investment. It does everything. It's really good. I use it for it so much. I use it so much that in fact I should get another one, really, in case I break this one at some point, because I use it for everything. So the next step will be just to fit the new plugs in there. So we'll do that in a minute. I'll go ahead and remove the other two. I'm not going to film, but I'm going to show you how I fit the new ones in, and also we just need to then plug in the leads, the HT leads. So overall, not the worst job, to be fair. So right, I'm just gonna get on with it now. Okay, so I've got two of my spark plugs in there. I checked the torque setting for these. It says 27 Newton meters. So if you have a torque wrench, torque these to 27 Newton meters. The other thing is I put a little bit of WD-40 on the thread here, just a little bit there, and that helps a lot when you are putting the plug back in. It helps you put the plug in and screw it in a little bit without making too much effort. So you definitely want to put the spark plugs in by hand. So get it in there and screw it in by hand as much as you can. Okay, I've got that one in. Now I'm just gonna put the other one as well. I've already got number 1 and 2 in there, so this will be number 4 here. That one. Right. Once you know the plug is going in there by hand as much as you can, obviously depends how strong you are. If you're a bit stronger, then obviously you get it in a bit more. But the idea is that you put them in by hand, at least to a certain point where you know they've gone in, and you're not gonna force them in with this, because if you force them in, you're literally just going to damage the cylinder head, and that would be tragic. So that is definitely something you want to avoid. Okay, now we can put our leads back in there. So again, I may just put a tad bit of WD-40 in each lead. That will just help me press them in. Okay, so I've got 2 of them in there. And now I'm just going to press the other two in. Right, so before I continue, make sure you use your torque wrench to torque the plugs so you don't over tighten them and you don't break them and you don't damage the cylinder head or anything. Even the plug, if you break the plug, getting it out of there, it'll be a nightmare. So just use the proper tools and the right torques. I haven't used the torque wrench, but I sort of know by feel how much to tighten them. It's not perfect, but obviously when you do loads of them, you know not to overdo it, because I can easily carry on tightening those if I want to really force it, and I'll probably snap it or damage the thread on the cylinder head, and that's it, we're doomed. So just be careful. And now, as you can see, I pushed one of the leads in, and you just hear it clicking into place. It just clicks into place as it sits on the head of the plug. So I'm gonna put the other two in now, and then we'll get back to it. All right, pressing those in was not that difficult actually, probably because I put a drop of WD-40 inside of the plugs, the leads, so when you push it in, it really helps a lot. So that's done, and now technically we finished. So I'm just going to start the car, make sure it's running properly. So in here already, it's all running pretty well. No major dramas, no misfires, no issues. So that's really great news. So having said that, having done that, don't forget 27 Newton meters for those flags, no more than that. Well, hope this video helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.